Here's another item that I feel is a must-have. And hard to believe it's already May 1st. Wow. This is called Fire Gone. And I highly recommend that you have one in your automobile, one of them in your kitchen, also one that you take with you if you love to be outdoors. Campfires need to be fully extinguished. My gosh, we heard about the fires in California last year that were a mishap of somebody throwing a cigarette where they shouldn't have thrown it. Here's a chance to have easy solutions to fire. Now, this price is also going away. These would normally be twice as much. Our price on these are $29.98 for a set of 4. The shipping and handling on this is $5.50. That price is going away at the end of our day. We've had over 85,000 sets that have been purchased already. If you can spray hairspray, you can now put out a fire. It is that simple. There's 2 things that make this so unique. The distance from which you can use it so that you're not getting close to the flame, and the fact that the cleanup from the residue of this is cleaned up with just soap and water. A lot of fire extinguishers, the contents in them can be very toxic and are difficult to clean up. With this, it's not. Amy D'Angelo is the woman who's been bringing this to us for years. There she is. She's out in her own driveway. It's good to see you, Amy. How are you?
Nice to see you too. And you know what, Dan, as we're chatting, I'm going to put out some fires. As you said, if you can use hairspray or bug spray, you can use this. Pop the tab on the front, put your finger on the trigger, point it at that fire, and it's going to discharge at a distance of 13 feet and spray for 13 seconds. And you can see as it went out, I got in closer to make sure that was out. And these fires are wood, oil, grease, fabric, and electrical fires. And that's what this is good for. So you pop that tab right on the top, point it at the fire. Remember, it's going to discharge at a distance of 13 feet and spray for 13 seconds. And as it's safe, I got in closer to make sure that that fire was doused. But Dan, as you mentioned, keep these all over your home, in your boat, in your RV, in your car, everywhere, so that in case something happens, you are prepared. And I hope you buy these today, and there's a 4-year expiration life right here. I hope you never use them, but I hope you're prepared in case you do.
Every home, every apartment, every mobile home. I don't think it's a bad idea to even take them with you when you travel. I know what it's like to have had a house fire. It is a frightening situation. And those first few seconds are critical. That's why they made it so easy. You simply just pop the top and then hit the trigger. We did some videotaping, which I thought was really interesting. There's a woman with a fry pan in the kitchen, and you'll see that. Let me go ahead and play that. The best part is that now that fire is out, but the cleanup afterwards was easy to do. A lot of these fire extinguishers that are out there should be inspected every single year. Notice that she's spraying it, but it's not damaging. It won't damage your curtains. It won't damage the floor. Use this for barbecue grills, outdoor fire pits. When you're camping, take one with you. They don't weigh much. Put it in your backpack and make sure that fire is really out. And heaven forbid, I would rather that you have them and not need them than need them and not have them. So
I agree, Dan. I couldn't have said it better. That is the best way to put it. And you just have to be prepared. Just like when we get in our car, we put on our seatbelts. When we go on a boat, we put on a life preserver. Why? Because we're being prepared. And this is a barbecue. Whether this is your inside kitchen or outside on your barbecue, there's not going to be any residue left. There's no discoloration. If it gets on you, it's water-based. But pop that tab and point it right at that fire. And I'm putting out some burnt grilled cheese here. But you know that you're prepared if you need this and when you need it. I hope you never do. But you know, at the side of the road, you will see an accident happen, and you'll see these road flares. And I'm just going to light this one up. Here we go. And you see these, they don't go out in the rain. They don't go out in the snow, in the sleet. But Fire Ground's going to put this out. Now I'm dunking it in a bottle of water, and you can see it's just splashing up on my bowl here. but I'm going to come over here and I'm going to ask my fireman if on the count of 3, he would just put this out. Now remember, it's water-based, so if it gets on me, it's okay. 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Yeah, again, a flare like that will actually burn underwater, but the fire gone put it out. That to me is impressive. That's amazing.
And I just wiped it up and I'm good to go, ready for the next time I need something. But remember, Dan, I'm just going to come in really close for 1 second. I want to show you something.
Okay.
Here's that little tab I keep talking about. All you do is pop the tab right off. It's that simple. Put your finger on the trigger, just like I did right there. And you're just going to, there you go. You're just going to spray it.
And it shoots out like hornet spray. I say hornet spray because nobody wants to get close to the hornet. Well, nobody wants to get close to the fire. So it sprays out anywhere from like 13 to 16 feet so that you can take care of that fire and not jeopardize yourself. Now listen, if the fire is very big, play it safe, call 911 and get out of there. But if you have one in the center console of your automobile, you're there with quick response. Another one in the kitchen. Another one if you've got a travel trailer or an RV. One for the boat. Any apartment, any home should have at least one of these. And it's not a bad idea to take the time to sit down with your entire family, every member, and show them how to use it and let them know that they can rely upon it. When I was a very young man, we had a house fire, and it was frightening, absolutely terrifying. When you've got something like this, you know you're safer. We've also got it at a better price. Normal price on this to buy 4 of them would be over $50. We're at $29.98, but that price is going away. We don't have a ton of these in our inventory. That price is going away at the end of our broadcast day. We're going to go back to just prior to the pandemic, and this is Leah Williams, our esteemed host, and Amy when they were on set before the pandemic. Those fires were oil-based, paper-based. There was electrical in there as well. And it absolutely squelches the ability for the fire to draw oxygen. So the fire goes out almost instantaneously. It also greatly reduces the temperature so that fire will not reignite.
Yes. And Dan, when we go to these tailgates or these summer barbecues, we've all seen these and people leave them and they're still hot. Why? Because the coals inside it are hot. Take your fire gone, cool it off so that it's safe. We have to, think ahead of the game and think, oh, well, what could happen if I leave this hot thing here? But again, we've got these hot fires and we need to make sure safety first. I always say that. Pop the tab. If you can use bug spray or hairspray, you can use this. Put your finger right on that trigger. Sorry, a wind picked up if I got a little busy here, a little shaky. Point it right at that fire. It's going to discharge at a distance of 13 feet and spray for 13 seconds. Now, these fires are made up of wood, fabric, oil, electrical, and grease. So these are the things that we would encounter in our homes or wherever we may be, and let's be prepared. Pop that tab right on the top. Put your finger right on the trigger. Point it right at that fire. Look at how quickly that fire went out. And again, it's water-based. You saw it get on me before. And what did I do? I just grabbed a rag and wiped myself off. If it got on my clothes, I'd wash them. But you always want to be prepared. And I always go back to this road flare because to me, I'm a firm believer in seeing it. And we know that these road flares don't go out on the side of the road. They're meant to stay lit in the fire, in the snow, in the sleet, so that we all can see, an accident ahead of us. But look, I'm dumping it in water. All it's doing is making a mess. I'm gonna wave it around. You can see it's lit. It's actually gonna come over here. Sorry about the sun, guys. I hope you can see this. And look at that. My fireman put it out in seconds with fire gone.
I'm telling you, that's impressive. I've got nothing but respect for first responders. But how long will it take for firefighters to get to your home after the initial fire started? This is ownership. That price goes away at the end of our broadcast day. I could save you $20 right now. Hope you never need them, but I want you to have them. Always good to see you, Amy. Thank you for joining Pat and I today.
Thanks for having me, and I hope you all get these and keep them all over your home. And don't forget the great housewarming gift.
A very good idea. Very, very popular. We've had thousands of you on the phone lines. I want to very quickly update you. Completely gone. I knew that was going to happen. Our Ring wireless spotlight camera, completely sold out. Pat, that doesn't surprise me one bit. We'll do our best to get those back in, but we have